The goal is to restore the voice of the everyday citizen in corporate America where they haven't been heard. Because one of the problems in this country, Steve, is that the three largest asset managers in the world, that's BlackRock, State Street, and Vanguard, these three firms basically control nearly every public company in corporate America in an indirect way. I think they're using their clients' capital to advocate for viewpoints in the boardrooms of corporate America that most of their own clients disagree with. And here's the problem, Glenn. Just think about this as a second for a thought experiment, all right? If you had the CEOs of Exxon and Shell and Chevron get together in a room and say, we're gonna cut gas production, and then gas prices spike at the pump as a result, this would be the stuff of movies. People would be walking out, perp walks and handcuffs. Okay, it's antitrust violation. Yet today, when the largest owners of those firms effectively direct them and mandate them to do the same thing, somehow that gets celebrated as ESG instead.
The argument that he's making is that they're going to start a fund that's not going to focus on ESG at all, that he believes that ESG is what is keeping the big majors, the oil companies and the like, from drilling more, that they're so focused on these other issues that they're actually not focused on real economic metrics that would make them more profitable. Do you believe that's accurate?
Yes. Yes, I do.
That is a fiduciary breach, and we're stepping in to correct that fiduciary breach by providing an alternative that tells companies to focus exclusively on excellent products for their customers rather than on politics and rather than on social agendas. And I think that's what we're missing today. And what we're doing is representing actually the voices of the actual shareholders, not the institutions who claim to be the shareholders, but their clients, the everyday citizens of this country, firefighters, nurses, doctors, small business owners, who want to deliver a different message as shareholders to corporate America's boardrooms. Focus on excellent products, not on politics. That's the voice that's missing, and I think we need to restore that true diversity of ideas in our American capital markets if our economy is actually going to function. But our perspective at Strive, and my personal perspective, is that many of the underlying companies are actually performing more poorly because of what these large shareholders, and I use shareholders in quotes because it's not really their money, it's the money of their clients, but what these large asset managers are telling these companies to do. What we really need is just true competition and true diversity. If we get there, I'm happy. And I don't want partisanized economies left at the end of it. I actually think that the economy can bring us together. The private sector, if it's depoliticized, can bring us together. We're just taking the steps to get there. But the one thing we have going for us is that the majority of citizens in this country do not want their asset managers advocating for the kinds of political agendas they're pushing today. And I think that's going to be the winning hand in the end. I think it's going to be unifying for our corporate culture. I think it's going to be unifying for our country. And my bet is, I think a lot of customers, not everyone, we don't think every client should come to us, just like every client shouldn't go to BlackRock or Vanguard. But many clients, if not most people in this country, are going to get behind that message. That's what motivates me to take the step. People don't want a soulless company, a company without a soul, investing their assets, saying what's politically convenient one day and walking it back the next. I think they want honesty. I think they want transparency. I think they want asset managers who actually stand for their voices. That's what's missing in the market. I personally think the best solution isn't state action or government action. It is competition through the market itself. And so I'll jokingly say, help them fix that antitrust problem. That's the good news for them. The bad news is we're going to do it by taking market share. So that's what we're hoping to fix at Strive.